Just want to confirm everyone can see my screen and hear me well.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you very much. All right, once again, good afternoon, everyone. For those of you I haven't had the chance to meet, my name is Karim Hamsli. I work on the Department of Education account. And this year, I'm working alongside Junior Kadawaki and Rob Hedges in planning and organizing Hour of Code for the local DC area, alongside working with some folks over in San Antonio, Richmond, and North Carolina to expand the program for further schools and locations. Today, we'll be going over the history of Hour of AI, alongside providing you all with some information on lesson plans, volunteer opportunities, and answering any questions or concerns you all might have. At any point in time, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to go off mute or drop your question in the chat, and either Junior or myself will be able to answer it. What is Hour of AI? So Hour of AI is a global initiative that used to be known as Hour of Code. This initiative coincides with the National Computer Science Education Week happening around the first or second week of December. And the purpose of Hour of Code sessions are to allow for Accenture resources and Accenture employees to engage in local communities and allow students to further their interest in anything related to computer science or technology or a STEM career, or maybe pursuing their studies in STEM. The Hour of AI sessions are hosted at schools in our local communities, and they vary in age groups from starting at kindergarten and ranging all the way up until 12th grade. Over the last 10 years, we've been able to host more than 910 Accenture volunteers, reaching 40,000 students across the DC area, Richmond, North Carolina, St. Louis, and San Antonio. We're definitely looking forward to expanding this further moving into this year and next year, and we can't do that without you all's help. Some basic lesson plans and what the volunteer sessions look like. Volunteer sessions are approximately an hour long, and they start usually with a 5 to 10-minute introduction. The activities themselves on average range from 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And then we do have some time allocated at the end of most sessions for a 5 to 10-minute window to answer any questions or provide any further context to students that you all would like to provide on your career paths and on why you chose a career in technology. Basic lesson plans usually, as mentioned, they consist of 5 to 10 minutes. We do encourage that you start off by introducing yourself, familiarizing yourselves with the modules, and also giving a brief introduction on why Accenture and why AFS is also involved in this effort. As a technology consulting company, we do like to stay ahead of the technological curves, whether that is working with cloud, AI, and we do want to encourage you all to relay that with students alongside explaining why you chose a career at Accenture. Discussing the importance of computer science and all the different ways it can impact our daily lives. You can also discuss how you apply some of the technologies that we work with in your day-to-day lives as well, and relaying the importance. The activities themselves, as mentioned, are approximately between 30 to 45-minute long. You can answer any form of questions the student have on the activity throughout their time doing it. You can also pull up a module and walk them through how to do an activity. I will go ahead at the end of this call, share with you all what activities we have currently available on code.org and how we can walk students through those activities. Actually, I can do that right now. Give me one quick second. All right. So code.org is the website where we go to share the modules with students. As you can see, there's a handful of modules that students can choose from. Most of these modules are interactive, low code, no code modules. The purpose of these sessions isn't to really teach students how to write proper lines of code, but more so to allow them to critically think and engage in how to think in a technical mindset. In order for volunteers, volunteers don't need to have any form of technical background or any form of coding experience to run these modules. Essentially, all it requires is just your support to answer and guide students through these modules and making sure that they are on the right path to getting them completed. As mentioned, there's a handful of modules that they can choose from. Some will have some AI elements to it as we are moving into the AI time, if you will. Others will consist of mostly low-code, no-code interactiveness, whether that is drag or drop or multiple choice, and they'll be able to run their commands and see the results right away. Some primary modules that I would like to walk you all through are this AI for Ocean. There are levels at the top that you can choose from based on the student's age group. Now, they can also do this on their own, and they can engage with this website as much as they would like. They can also select any module they would like, just for your all's context. The purpose of this specific one is to actually highlight what machine learning is like and what AI is all about. As you can see, there are multiple cards that they can choose from, whether or not, and they would need to identify whether or not it's a fish or another object. And they can do so as such. Is it a fish? It's not a fish. This is a fish. Again, the purpose of this activity is to mostly showcase what machine learning is like and to get them to think about how they can apply it in their day-to-day life. Another one that we would like to share with you all is this very popular one, and it's called, this is a dance-oriented module. They can choose any song they would like. And then what they would do is they can write their own code or use generative AI to generate code for them that will then walk them through what that song would sound like on a timeline. So we want a creative code using a mix of long lengths and using pop drums. We can use the generative feature. And then as you can see, it will run while generating the music. Sorry about that, everyone. Listen to Katy Perry, I think a little longer than we intended to. Next up, we have something that's called also Mix of Move and AI. Also, they can use the generative feature. And once again, they can also change it based off the level that they're in, based off their age group, and based off the difficulty that they think they can interact with this module. Again, we're not limited to these AI modules. You can choose, or they can choose any of the ones that are available on code.org based off their age group, and they can go ahead and complete those at their own convenience. We do encourage that if students finish the module within less than the 30 to 45-minute window, they're more than welcome to start a new one alongside working with their teachers to make sure that they have enough time to complete it. Any questions, comments, or concerns so far? All right. Once they complete their modules, we do encourage Accenture volunteers to debrief and close, ask the students if they have learned anything, if there's anything that interested them about the modules that they've done. Also be able to open it up for any additional questions that they might ask within regards to technology or working with technological tools. And now I will show you all how you can sign up for an Hour of AI volunteer session. We do have this Hour of AI application or website, if you will, that will show you all which schools are available in your area alongside what shifts are available at each school. Feel free to go into this link and I'll be sending it in the chat after the call to be able to see if there's any schools that are convenient to you all within convenient times that you can volunteer. You can do it based off grade level, you can do it based off region, or you can do it based off shift time, whatever works best for you all. Next steps, we do ask that if you are interested to please go ahead and volunteer. Also, volunteering is not only limited to Accenture and AFS resources. If you have a spouse, a partner, a student who you're interested in volunteering with, please feel free to sign up through the app and let us know if you have any questions or concerns. And the Hour of Code team is more than happy to accommodate and assist you in any way, shape, or form. Before the Hour of AI event and after you sign up, we do ask that you will receive an introductory email from the point of contact at the school, which will give you some idea on when to show, some instructions on when to show up for your shift, who to check in with. You'll be able to reach out to schools to confirm, if you would like, to confirm the number of students will be there and how many students you'll be working with. Also, if there's any form of check-in forms that you need to complete, schools will reach out to you for them. We do encourage that you review the modules and you get comfortable with the agenda for Hour of Code, as it is, as students may or may not pick a module that you might be or might not be familiar with. I'll pause here once again for any questions, comments, or concerns from anyone. All right, not hearing anything.
All right. Kareem, thanks for doing this presentation. Just wanted to highlight that I've participated with this for about 6 years in a row. It's a really great experience, watching all the kids have fun and smile at the end. When we do the dance party activities, they're literally get dancing on their toes. It's really rewarding, really encourage people to participate. It's really quite simple, right? It's just as Kareem said, you come in, do a little introduction, and then for most of the grades, you just the activity kind of does its job, and kids are busy doing their stuff, and then you close out at the end. And if you all feel like you need to partner up, and maybe you want to bring a best friend or somebody else to come along with it, just let us know, and we can assign 2 people for the same shift if needed too. So yeah, just if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to our distro. And yeah, let's help shape the future of AI here with the little kids.
Thank you, Junior. And there are a few questions in the chat, starting off with there's a question about shifts sessions in St. Louis. I believe we still are trying to reach out to schools in the St. Louis area. We'll be adding those shifts into the app as we have them ready. And we will be notifying those who are interested in volunteering and still reaching out to, specific distros and in Teams channels to let folks know that those shifts are available. In terms of getting schools added to a list, you can reach out to the Hour of Code distro within regards to any schools if you're interested in working with them, and we can see if we can reach out to see if they are interested in hosting Accenture volunteers.
Yeah, and we will continue to add shifts in all these locations in St. Louis, San Antonio, DC area throughout up until the kickoff date and maybe even after. So yeah, if you don't find something you like or a shift that is convenient, yeah, just check in with us and we might be able to help still.
And within regards to attending and presenting our activities in the classroom, I believe formerly a few Accenture and AFS resources did use their work devices to be able to connect. If that's not feasible, we can always ask the teacher and the school at hand if we can use one of their devices to showcase or demo. And within regards to dress code, you can wear whatever is comfortable, and you can also wear the day of service Accenture shirt if you'd like.
Yeah, and different schools have different policies and devices available. Most of our the content that we're providing here is available like through regular websites. So you may, if you don't want to use AFS laptop, you don't have to. You can work directly with the teachers who most of them have done this before in years past, so they're familiar with it. So they'll have a clear idea on like using the Hour Code website and pulling up the activity. The kids, for the most part nowadays, they all have their own devices to do their own activities. So really, make it your own. There's some flexibility here. Work with the teacher. They're very open to suggestions too. So it's very easy. Yeah, we got to the dress code. the screen said, there's no real dress code. If you want to use Accenture shirts, it's fine. It's just really about making the most out of that day.
Thank you, Junior. Any additional comments, questions, or concerns from anyone? Again, we
Oh,
will
I
be
see.
sending.
I see a question about this usually we do it every year during the Computer Science Education Week. We have done occasionally events throughout the year, but for the most part, usually it happens in December. But if you have a special situation where a school and they're interested and they may want to do it in the middle of the year, we're all game. We've done it before. We can do it again. We will send out the deck after this. We'll send out the video as well to all attendees. Yeah, I think that covers it all.
Thank you, Junior. As Junior mentioned, we will be sending out the deck and the necessary links to sign up and get additional information on modules and what Hour of AI is after the call. If you are interested in volunteering, we do encourage you to log into the app and find shifts that are available to you. And once again, this isn't only limited to Accenture and AFS resources. If you would like to volunteer with a spouse, a friend, a partner, please feel free to sign up through the app. The more, the merrier. And please don't hesitate to reach out with any comments, questions, or concerns. Thank you all for your time and for taking time out of your lunch hour to listen to us speak to this. And I looking forward to working with most of you. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.